Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Los Al TV Game of the Week. Today, the Los Alamitos Lady Griffins soccer team will be taking on the Edison Chargers with the Sunset League Championship at stake. Hello, I'm Larry Strother. I'm here with Taylor Cole, former Griffin, former player at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Taylor, thanks for joining us. And no stranger to events like this, a big game at Laurel High.
Yeah, no, not at all, Larry. It's great to be out here again.
Both the Griffins and the Chargers coming to the game with a 6-1-2 record. The Chargers beat Los Al the first time they met with a goal late in the game. A game that was evenly played throughout the entire contest. There you go. You see the standings right there. Chargers at 6-1-2. Overall, they're 14-5-4. Los Alamitos overall 11-5-6. So what's at stake today is that first seeding in the CIF playoffs from the Sunset League, which is always very valuable. You get that guaranteed home game.
Yes.
And obviously the bragging rights, and no shortage of rivalry between the Chargers and Los Alamitos.
No, not at all. I would think that would be the rivalry of Sunset League.
Do you remember any of the games you played here? You graduated, of course, in 07.
Yeah, it was funny walking out here today. It felt like I was back at home. This Laurel still looks the same. Field, mediocre, but you have a special place for it in your heart always.
It's a great home field advantage with the fans and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. Students come out here, and you really get just pumped up by everyone, parents. Great support here in Los Alamitos.
They're talking about putting a new field in. They wouldn't have the fans as close to the fields. Do you think that's important for the players, having the fans that close to the fields, or not?
I think it is, personally. I mean, I played outside back a couple years, and feeling that energy from the sidelines is something that really pushes you through those hard times, especially the end of the game.
Well, the Griffins going to need all the help they can get today because obviously they have a big challenge ahead of them. Edison's a very good team. Los Al's a good team. Los Al's biggest problem so far this year, they played very well, but they haven't put the ball in the net with consistency. They've only scored 30 goals on the year, and looking back to the records, when you guys played, you had 57 in that year. And
yeah, it's quite a difference.
Yeah. And a couple years before that, when they won the CIF championship, they had over 60. So haven't got to the CIF games yet, haven't played this game yet, so those totals will go up, but still, that's...
Yeah, the only way to win the game is to definitely put balls in the back of the net.
And the Griffins have had their opportunities. It's been snake bit a lot, hitting crossbars, hitting the posts. And so hopefully today they'll find their offensive rhythm.
Yes.
Griffins are coached by Steve Solaire, who's no stranger to you. He was your club coach, right?
He was, indeed. For a number of years. I think I played for him for 5 years.
That was with Infinity?
Yeah.
CRSC Infinity. And Steve has been in this area for a long time. He's been an assistant with Mauricio over at Long Beach. He's been helped out with their program. Been here at Los Al for, I guess, the 5th year now. So he's one of the longest tenures of any coach. I think he's number 2 in the...
Oh, wow.
So there go the Griffins. They're getting ready. It's senior day here. You remember your senior day?
I do. It's actually one of the most exciting games of the season. Everything really comes down to this game because you realize that even though with playoffs, this is going to be your last Sunset League game here, and the emotions just run wild, and you try to give it your all. So hopefully we can see a good show here today.
All right, Los Al is on the field, and Edison is on the field now. Edison will be kicking off, it looks like. So in the first game, like I said, it was a 1-0 game with Audrey Reinhardt, Audrey Menard, scoring the winning goal with about 7 or 8 minutes left in that match.
Yeah, you have to think about the differences between that game over at Edison, dark and the lights, and here it's, 79 degrees outside?
79 by my phone. And we are off. Griffin's Dominique Banks clears the first one. She's a senior who just recently signed. She'll be playing up at Boise State. Corey Meacham, who did not play, or played a little bit in that first game. She missed a lot of the season. She's been a 4-year starter for Los Al there at the defensive midfield position. And Meacham is called for a foul there against number 17, Brooke Lillywhite. So number 9, Liz Grody. We'll be restarting it there with a free kick. It's hot here with the sun out our back.
I know. Should organize some shade.
Tough sun field right now. Loose ball in front of the net. And Emily Woodworth, Griffin goalie, jumps on top of it. Senior goalkeeper.
All of those balls in the air, always dangerous into the defensive half.
Rhea Young kicked it upfield, but it's intercepted. Phoebe Conrad with a deflection there to stop it. Missed kick there by Nikki Pocapala. And Kirsten Bono clears it. Bono the junior from Rossmore via Lakewood. Griffin's leading scorer is Callie Taylor, number 8. She's leading the team with 12 goals this year. Has 4 assists. She's been a 4-year starter for LaSalle. And she'll be playing at the University of Cincinnati next year. Ball's just hanging around the front of the Griffin net. That's never a good sign. Don Banks to Allie Emmons. Didn't quite get her foot on it. So the Griffins avoided one there. Ball just eluding Bono and Emily Woodworth. Number 15, that was Minor. Who got her foot on it, but it was into the side of the net, and it's going to be a goal kick. Cross over to the sophomore, Carla Eastwood. She tries to cross it, but it comes up short. Kelsey Whitston. There's Minor. Goes across, headed ahead. Ricky Cooper. Minor fighting. She's called for the foul against Meacham. They'll be seeing a lot of each other this afternoon.
Yes, they will.
Griffins have a young team. What's the key for them right now coming out?
I would say, they have to hold their composure, but they also have to know that if they're going to sit back, Edison's going to take it to them. They're playing, Edison's got 3 forwards up there against 4 backs. They're just dumping balls in there, hoping something will happen.
Callie Taylor, that's our first touch of the day. She'll be touching a lot. To Lindsay Salcido, another 4-year senior. Back to Emmons. Emmons ahead. There's Raya Young. Raya's the second leading scorer in LaSalle. Can't quite catch up to it. It goes beyond the line. Going to be a goal kick. Looks like, Taylor, we have your mom there bugging you, making sure, are you taken care of? Everything fine? Got enough water?
Yeah, just like the old days.
Yeah. Even when you're on the field. Never mistake her voice.
No. Always know when Terry Cole's here.
Banks throws it in. There's Eastwood. Griffins are not connecting on their passes right now. There's a lot of balls in the air. It's a foot race right now between Ricky Cooper and Nikki Pocapala, and Pocapala will always win that one. She's a sprinter on the Griffin track team. Eastwood to Salcido, who pokes it ahead. And Taylor is fouled by number 16, Sierra Krennick. She had the big long assist the other day, or in the first game. She cleared a ball on a counter, got it up to Minor, and Minor outran everybody to get to the ball and poke it in for the winning goal. So she can send it up the field quickly. Allie Emmons to Rhea Young. Callie Taylor, good position in front.
Well done.
Good possession there by Corey Meacham. Rhea Young to the middle. Ahead to Eastwood. Salcido got her feet entangled there with Courtney Maddox. Rhea Young controlling it. Tries to get it ahead, but she's blocked by Sierra Krennick. Or excuse me, Deirdre Oliver. Banks. Nice pass to Callie Taylor. Alone on the far side.
It's that first touch.
Got a little too far ahead of her.
Yeah. She had the right idea, though.
Now it's Krianik who got back there. Salcido looks for Taylor again. Taylor cuts in front. Got some. Thought she had an angle there for a second. No. Young fights for it. Emmons gets her foot on it. Banks steps in front, but it's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for Edison.
Looks like La Salle's starting to pick up their rhythm, find each other.
Teams are no strangers to each other. Besides seeing themselves twice a year in the Sunset League, they often face each other in tournament action. Both have a habit of advancing towards at least the quarterfinals, semifinals of a tournament. Have often played each other. Soler here in his 5th year. Terry Crooks at least in her 10th year over at Edison. Good throw into Minor. Cleared by Pocapala up ahead at midfield. Krennic shields off Rhea Young. Lily White. Emmons gets it. Up ahead to Phoebe Conrad, another sophomore. They're playing great ball for Los Al this year. At like 3 different positions. Up ahead to Taylor. Taylor with the cut inside. To Salcido. Across.
Oh, come on, Rhea.
And Rhea Young puts it in. Los Al strikes first. Good hustle by Rhea Young there.
That was great play development by La Salle. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They're going to find Callie on the outside with the cross right in front of the goal.
Nice play. Lindsay Salcido cutting through there. And that's something we haven't seen a lot of this year. A lot of coordinated play among them. It's like a lot of one-on-one action before. But Los Al in the 10th minute jumps on top. 1-0. That's Rhea Young. I believe that's her 5th goal of the year. It is her 5th goal of the year. We got it here in the replay. We can take a look at it in the glare of the sun. It goes across to Salcido. Nice pass there. Goalie almost gets her hand on it, but Young keeps it alive and puts it away. All right, back to the real action here. Callie Taylor going to make a cross. Nice shot there. Oh, the goalie knocks it away. Natalie McNeely with a great save there for Edison because Rhea Young was right there looking for her second. You can hear the coaches behind us yelling, "Don't let them out." They love that style. You pinch them up front and keep the ball out of your half of the field. Pocapala. Over to Taylor. Taylor again. She tries to send it across to Eastwood. Back to Allie Emmons. She's looking. Nice into the corner. Can Eastwood get there first? No. Good pass there. Emmons.
Yeah, that was a good find.
Looking for her fellow sophomore Carla Eastwood. All right, we'll take. There's another look here at the goal. And there's Young putting it away. Still looks just as good the third time you see it. Nice cut back there by Taylor. Ahead. Can Young get to it? The Griffins are applying all the pressure so far in this Young game. It's up in the air. Emmons heads it back. Salcido back to Meacham. Meacham looks for Conrad. A little misplay there. Conrad got caught in no man's land. Foul being called. Going to go back over to Edison. And number 9, Liz Grody will come in for the kick. She sends it toward the goal. We're right where Emily Woodworth is looking right in the sun there. That was a dangerous one.
Yeah. She got her hands on it, though, so that's what counts.
That sun can be brutal at times. As Young forwards ahead, but not where Salcido can get it. Kirsten Bono. Over to Allie Emmons. Emmons cuts back. It's going to be looking. Corey Meacham. Pokipala. There's Minor. Emmons got her. Giving her a little room, maybe too much right now.
What a rocket.
That's a rocket of a shot. Audrey Miner nails one.
You know, playing defense for so many years, you think that you're safe with players dribbling across. You know, what was she, 5 yards off the 18? But these girls have a good shot. They find the space, and they're going to take it, and you got to know that.
That's right at the top of the net. Audrey Miner with a great shot there to tie this game up 1-1. Edison is not going to make it easy for Los Al.
Hey, step up in the gaps. Let's go.
That one just looked like trouble because they're giving her a little too much room, a little too much respect. You can't do that against the good players.
Mm-mm.
Help her, Rhea. Help her, Rhea.
Not somebody who has a leg like that.
Good. Get in, Rhea.
I doubt she even thought she had that leg.
Get in. Time. Get out.
But they know now.
Show.
They do know.
Hey, shit.
It'll be interesting to see how Los Al reacts to this. Looks like they've got it. They got it right. They're going to keep on applying pressure.
Eastwood doesn't have a lot of help over there. Evans looked a little confused right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of on their back.
Keep going. She can't touch it, Rhea. Keep going. Close the gap. Lindsay, close the gap.
This is where we had trouble before. That's almost the identical play to when Miner scored the winning goal against Los Al the first time they met. 50-50 ball between her and the defender, and she just outmuscled the defender to get the first foot on the ball. So we'll have a corner kick for Edison. There we go. Nice try there, nice header try. That was number 22, Carly Freeman, going near post. That would have been unstoppable if it was on frame.
Yeah. She redirected that ball very well.
Checking in for Los Alamitos, number 10, Alyssa Pepper, who scored a goal the other day, the first goal of the game against Mountain Valley, and number 29, Kelly Peterson, one sophomore replacing another sophomore, Phoebe Conrad. I think depth is going to be a big thing today. This heat is going to make people pretty tired. Meacham up ahead. Salcido to the side, run down by Pepper. It goes back to Meacham. Goes across to Peterson. Pass is a little off, goes out of bounds. Peterson gives up a few inches inside, pounds to Miner there, but introduced herself anyway. Liz Grody with another kick there. That's very tough into the sun. You can tell that Woodworth is just like trying to figure out where the ball is. Bono overruns it. It looks like Banks is going to get there first.
Looks like Los Al's getting a little frustrated trying to connect.
Didn't look like a handball there, not called. Grody just sends it up the field. Griffin's looking a little confused the last few minutes. Minor tips ahead to Cortez. Even though it's a Ricky Cooper. Now he calls that handball.
Yeah.
Soccer referees. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Sometimes you wonder. Carly Freeman, who almost had that goal a few minutes ago, going to take the free kick right here. This Edison's about their 5th or 6th free kick from inside the LaSalle half. She goes short to Minor. Minor back kicks it. Peterson lets it go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for LaSalle. Rachel Price going to check into the game right now for her first action of the afternoon. Phoebe Conrad. Ref letting them play. Finally calls it. Quick restart to Taylor. Taylor against Grody. Cuts inside. Little hesitate. Grody pokes it away. See, that was Sierra Krennick. Back to Salcido. Salcido to Peterson, who'd come up. Back over to Salcido.
You're in, Cal. You're in, Cal.
She's offsides there. Edison playing the trap. Trap gets scary at times sometimes.
Yeah, well, for a forward, if they can figure it out, though, it can be very dangerous from that sense, too.
Minor flicks it forward to Bono. Up the field, but Minor contesting that. Conrad traps it. Over to Emmons. Emmons lobs it in the air, or it's Price.
Interesting call.
That was a very late advantage call. LaSalle's got to find feet, connect. Everything's in the air right now.
Yeah, they started to do for a while, and that's how their goal came. Being able to hold composure after the other team scores is one of the true tests.
Conrad ahead. Can Taylor get there first? Taylor's got good speed. Sierra Krennick, though, just beats her there and kicked it out of bounds. LaSalle throw in.
Sidelines are packed.
Taylor. As we said, she'll be going to the University of Cincinnati. We're going to have a corner kick right there. Good effort by Taylor to draw the kick.
That's great. If you can't get that cross off, it's always good to get that corner.
And LaSalle will go into their situation substitution as Phoebe Conrad comes off, one of the shorter players, and Hannah Goldsmith, one of the taller players, will come on.
Hannah's been known for her ability in the air. Let's see if she can get on this one.
When you played, you didn't have to do that. You had one of the taller back lines in league history, I think.
Yeah, I would say we're all over 5'9".
Yeah, between Megan, Lauren, and you, that was a tall back line. Nice kick there by Eastwood. Punched away by Natalie McNeely. Angelisa Cortez trying to beat Dominique Banks with the field. Banks is matching stride for stride, kicked it out of bounds.
Great defense.
Banks plays premier soccer for the Legends Club. Very good team. Kept that ball in bounds somehow. There's a pass to nowhere. Can they get it through? Minor. Over to Eastwood. Back to Peterson. Excuse me, to Bono. Bono ahead. There's Price. Does she know where the ball is? Ball took a high bounce there. Field, which was kind of damp the other day when they played, looks like it's pretty hard right now. A lot of balls bouncing high.
Yeah.
Good hustle there at Carly Freeman to beat Taylor to the ball. Minor fighting Salcido. Emmons to Alyssa Pepper. Back to Emmons. Ahead, there's Price. Can she get there? Looks like Sierra Koenig's going to beat her to it. She passes it up to Grody. He'll get up to Cortese. Or Cortez, excuse me. Dominique Banks sometimes plays in the midfield, but usually plays in the back. Taylor to Pepper. Could have been a nice little thing there.
Yeah.
The one touch, but Eastwood couldn't get to it. Hannah Goldsmith heads the ball forward. Bono, Price deflects it. Goldsmith deflects it. Out of bounds. 25 minutes into the half. High school plays 40-minute halves. Back over to Edison. Corey Meacham, Ray Young, Kelly Peterson all checking back in. Goldsmith comes out along with Allie Emmons and Carla Eastwood. Banks Pepper to Ray Young. Young scored the first goal for Los Alamitos. Actually scored the only goal for Los Alamitos. Corey Meacham to Taylor. Meacham collects it. Back to Taylor.
Oh. It's unfortunate.
Another free kick here. Carly Freeman waiting for her teammates to get deep. Lindsay Salcido beats everyone to the ball. Price keeping the pressure on. Grody clears it. Cortez tries to flick it on. Dominique Banks almost gets it. Ball staying in. Banks cuts back. Pepper to Young. Back to Meacham. Meacham run down by Taylor. To Price. Opportunity there, but just too far ahead of Pepper there.
LaSalle does really well is get the ball wide, and you'll see that a lot of their opportunities come from expanding the field, finding someone on the outside.
A lot of that comes from, this is like probably the widest field in the Sunset League. It's 74 yards, 74 and change wide. Which
always made our game easier to play.
gives you a little breathing room, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Taylor, oh. Couldn't control it. Just went behind her. Nana McNeely has had to go to the ground a few times so far in this half. The goalie for Edison. Ricky Cooper. Peterson knocks it away from Carly Western, and Taylor bringing it up ahead to Price. Granick kicked it out of bounds, either intentionally or unintentionally. Couldn't quite tell.
Ref on 7, please. Ref on 7.
Yeah, Courtney!
CJ Jahoyich checking in for her first actions. Got a long throw in. Situational. Another of the seniors.
Callie! Callie!
Started the first time these teams played. Turned in some good minutes. There's the throw. Can Taylor flick it on? Yes, across. Nobody's.
Out wide again. Get there first.
You can't hold on to him.
Meacham gets a yellow card. Had a good hold on Kelsey Wetstein. One of those. Freeman getting ready to kick again. And there you can see Corey Meacham going after the ball. Bounced the wrong way, and she's making sure that they didn't have a play. Back to action here. Edison has it on the wing. Gets by Banks. It's a cross. So Ricky Cooper going up against Jahoyich. Jahoyich kept her away from the goal and goes out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for Los Alamitos. Emily Woodworth, senior goalkeeper. Also a very good cross-country runner.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's a combination you don't see that often. Some of the goalies I knew would have trouble making it a half mile. Evans pokes it ahead. There's Rachel Price. Little collision there. Price pokes it ahead. There, Taylor, can she get to it before it goes out of bounds? No.
Hey, read the gap. Pepper! Now relax. Find your seat. Find your target.
Salcido.
Find the target.
Thought Taylor was going to occupy the space. Didn't quite make it.
Again. Good. Turn!
Emmons ahead to Ray Young.
Find again. Keep touching.
Back to
Find
Salcido.
feet. Good.
Salcido over to Alyssa Pepper. Lets it roll. Keeps it in.
Great touch.
And it
Couldn't
goes
get
beyond the end line. Going to be a goal kick for Edison.
Pepper, let's go.
Right about the 33rd minute. Depending on how long the referee stopped the clock when he gave Corey Meacham the yellow card. Emmons to Ray Young. Over to Kayla Samaraga, who's checked in, another sophomore. Gonna be a race, but it looks like Woodworth will get there first.
The matchup on that side's pretty even. Dominique and Cortez.
Dominic Banks has been an all-Sunset League player for LaSalle the last couple of years.
Can see why.
Generally played in the defensive midfield position. Although in clubs, she's always played outside back, she said.
She's quick, got good touch. She'd be an asset to any team.
Run through it, Rach, run through it.
Rachel Price got an angle.
Why didn't she shoot it? Shoot! Rachel, shoot the ball!
I think Steve had an opinion on that.
I think you did, and I think his opinion was correct. If you're in front of the goal, you got to take the shot.
You're trying to get the perfect shot. When you try and get the perfect shot, the defense has a chance to catch up to you, so it's not the perfect shot. Taylor chipped it ahead to Price. Can she run it down? Sierra Krennick.
Rachel, two things. You didn't have to foul her. Got it?
At the bottom of the pile there.
Go, Allie, let's go.
Foul going against Salcedo. Looks like the breeze is picking up a little here. Dominic Banks again going against Cortez. Cortez stays up, crosses it.
Great work, Callie.
You're on. Come on, let's go. Get ready to go. Lay off and go. Good. Go, Cal.
Oh, Taylor poked it through.
Go, Cal. Go. Get it.
Sierra Krennick trying to ride her off the ball. Callie earns a corner kick for Los Alamitos. Good anticipation shown by Taylor on that play.
Callie's a great forward. She's light on her feet, pushes the ball through.
Sometimes you have no idea what those legs are going at, but they make great plays, and she ends up being open.
She does. She just finds herself in the greatest positions.
She's also a really good volleyball player on the Griffin team that won the CIF championship this year. But because of her tendency to get hurt and hit the floor, she played a libero. They called her bubble wrap.
Wow.
She was always having ice on her various injuries. Steve wanted a play in there. Didn't happen.
White, dog, this way. Callie, get on top. Get outside. Callie, get outside, Callie. Now, over the top. You're in, Cal. See ya. Good idea.
Banks tried to chip it over the top there for Taylor, but it went out of bounds.
Cal, they're overrunning you. I'll take this up as well. Anna. Rhea. I got two.
Phoebe Conrad, Kayla Samarago checking back in. Rhea Young and Hannah Goldsmith checking out.
Hey, Allie, close the gap. See what I'm talking about? Now, again. This way now, this way. Nice, again, go.
It's Phoebe Conrad that moved her up now.
Good, out wide. What do we see? Good.
Evans to Taylor. Taylor along the line. Freeman tries to throw the ball up the field before it's noticed, of course.
Every player's dream.
Hey, if nothing else, it gives you a chance to get back to position.
Maybe a little breather, too.
And maybe a little breather. You never did that, though, I'm sure.
No.
Never did that.
Ever.
Called a foul on the play. Pokipala. Gonna take it. She's gonna put it in front of the net about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Great ball.
Edison almost had disaster there as the goalie, Natalie McNeely, fell over her teammate, Sierra Krennick. Ball was loose for a second, but no LaSalle player was close enough. Number 20, Kelsey Weston. A little obvious push there. LaSalle fans thought it was worth a card, but Phoebe Conrad can't control it. Up in the air. Bono has Rachel Price. Nice little flick forward. Taylor back to Price. And we are going to have a kick. Free kick for Los Alamitos. Dangerous territory for them right now. As we near the closing minutes of the first half. I notice Minor has not been in for a great portion of this latter part of the half.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's hurt or just the heat taking a rest. She did get pushed pretty hard by Kelly Peterson on that one play when Peterson was called for the foul.
Right.
All right, Pocapala going against the wall. They're looking what's happening there. Tried to get it through. Should be coming up on the 2-minute mark. Again, however long the referee put for extra time, we don't know. One of the beauties of soccer.
Some of the things are just in their hands.
Kept alive. Back to Pocapala. Plays club ball for the Slammers. And Angelica Torres, or Cortez. Excuse me, Angelisa Cortez deflected that one. Salcido up to Taylor. Taylor beats her. Beats Freeman. LaSalle fans wanted to call, but I think it's the right call. I thought Krennick had good position on her.
Yeah.
Hate to say that, but.
You look at the other forwards kind of stalling there, not knowing what to do with Taylor as she's approaching that way. Not knowing, do I make a run for her? Is she going to go on her own?
Freeman, closing minutes of the first half. Kicks it up ahead. Ellie Emmons gets to it first, pushes it ahead, but a little too far. Angelisa Cortez pokes it over to number 23. Number 23 was Kelsey McKay. A lot of LaSalle players looking for that ball to land. Emmons over to Taylor. Taylor ahead. Rachel Price has it. She's ahead to Phoebe Conrad. Can Kayla Samarago get there first?
She's got to hit that first time.
Got to do a first touch right there. Absolutely right. Easier said than done, though.
Of
when
course.
your feet are all tangled up there, it's hard. We have passed the 40-minute mark. Referee looking at his watch, so we should be close. I can't imagine he's
Going to push it any further, no.
Pocapala. Over to Phoebe Conrad on the throw-in. Back to Salcido, but pass gets away from him. Carly Webster. Lily White up to Angelisa Cortez against Dominic Banks. Banks, they've had a battle so far. Looks like Banks wins another one. He looks at his watch again. Sideline referee holding his watch up. They are in agreement.
Oh, my.
2 missed hits. That was scary. 2 missed hits by the Griffin defense, and a ball that took a weird bounce there in front of Emily Woodworth.
That is scary. It's a play like that made him lose the game last time.
All right, well, there we have the end of the first half. A lot of action early on for Los Alamitos. A lot of nervous moments for Los Alamitos. Latter half, a great goal by Audrey Miner.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Outside the 18, anything rocketed in is just, I think, every forward's dream.
So I wonder what happened because we haven't seen much of her. We didn't see, for the last 10, 12 minutes, didn't see her during that half. But anyway, what's your thoughts overall, Taylor, on this first half?
You know, there were moments of genius, I think, from La Salle when they remembered, you know, what is their game plan? Well, we can touch the ball. We can find it wide. We can get it down to the line to Taylor. And those crosses in front of the goal are just the most dangerous to defend and the easiest to put away. And if they continue to do that and stick to that plan and not get flustered, like you said, this is a young team, so when things come awry, you got to stay grounded. You got to know what you're doing, and that should win the game for them, I believe.
And work on that first touch.
And that first touch.
Shoot it right away.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break right now. Before we do, just want to thank a couple of our sponsors, somebody you know quite well, the good folks at CI Solutions, which happens to be owned by your dad, which had absolutely nothing to do while you're doing this today. But anyway, I want to thank Mark Cole, CI Solutions, providing card technology solutions since 1994. Identity cards, photo identification, access control, visitor management, whatever the issue, CI Solutions can help you. And also Kim Archer Real Estate, another Griffin grad. Kim Archer Real Estate, first team real estate. So you got some home selling questions, call Kim. And also want to thank the former president of the Griffin Boys Booster Club for soccer, Dan Turan. Dan Turan CPA. If any challenge for any sports group around here is fundraising, so Dan Turan trying to make that chore a little easier for all Los Alamitos sports organizations. Every client referred to Dan, he'll donate 25% of his tax preparation fee to your program. And Dan will match last year's fee. That's right. You pay the same as last year. And 25% is placed in your favorite organization's group. Okay, so anyway, have a question on that? Give Dan a call, 562-795-5022. Okay, when we come back, we will have second half action, Los Alamitos versus Edison, with the Sunset League Championship at stake.
Quit playing around and clean out the garage.
Quit playing around, huh? I'll show her. Let's go, Joe.
Clean out your garage and sell Play It Again Sports, your gently used sports and fitness gear.
Setting up your home with interior lighting can really be a major task. That's where McNally Electric's new website can help. Its practical and simple layout, along with its amazing search engine, allows you to sort by lighting type, style, dimension, and other factors that could help you with your decisions. Of course, McNally Electric's lighting consultants are always ready to assist you at any time. Visit our showroom in Los Alamitos, where we have a selection of over 200 vendors. We have what you're looking for. McNally Electric, affordable, quality lighting.
Lissac Insurance Services has been serving your area for over 20 years. Our friendly staff will work with you to come up with a policy that works best for you. We work with Mercury, Safeco, Progressive, Fireman's Fund, and the Hartford. We offer coverage for auto and home insurance for homeowners, condos, and renters. We also offer commercial and business insurance, including commercial property, general liability, and more. Call Worthington Lissac Insurance Services at 562-795-5744.
All right, we are back for the second half of action. Los Alamitos versus Edison, the Sunset League Championship at stake right now. One of the people who've been watching the first half, Jason Ackleby from the OC Register. Jason, what do you think of the first half so far?
This is a league championship game, and you can tell with the intensity and everything that's gone on so far is pretty much played about how you would expect it to. Both of these teams know each other very well, obviously. Los Al gets the early goal. Edison comes right back, and back and forth ever since. Los Al's definitely had, I'd say more control of the possession, just not quite able to finish so far. And
that's the story of the first time they played. After that first minute or two.
Yeah.
Edison comes out really quickly, strong in that right there in that first play. Angelisa Cortez.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, definitely. Edison in the first meeting had 4 or 5 shots on goal early, and then LaSalle controlled basically until the second half. This game seems to be sort of the same way with LaSalle possessing very well early, just not quite able to finish. We'll see if they can clean that up.
All righty, this is Corey Meacham. It's been a rough game. Minor didn't play much about the last. Did you hear anything? Why she didn't play like the last 12, 14 minutes? Was that just by design to rest in the heat?
It might have been by design, yeah. She's been somebody they've been kind of incorporating into their offense. Again, she got the game-winning goal against LaSalle the last time, and at that time it was sort of like one of her big season highlights, something she hadn't been able to do so far. So probably just coaches trying to get some other people involved.
Well, this was her other season highlight, because that shot she took earlier was a rope.
Oh, yeah. She definitely got all of that ball, and it's one of those shots where, goalie's in great position, but there's just really nothing she can do when a girl hits it that well. So
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping in and joining us here for the start of the broadcast.
Anytime.
Always good to have somebody who knows what they're talking about around me. That's why I have Taylor here and now you. So anyway, we're back. Yeah, we have Jason. You want to take a look here? We got the goals. We have a break here, and they're getting ready to do the free kick. There's the first one. LaSalle, Lindsay Salcido pokes it across. McNeely gets her hands on it, but Ray Young keeps it alive. Right there, kicks it in.
Salcido, again, with a great feed over there. And then we see here.
Here's Minor.
As Minor gets free, she has space to kind of turn her body. And you see her kind of sizing it up, swings that leg back, and again, perfect placement. Goalie's in good position. Ball just goes right under the cross and over her fingertips.
LaSalle hopes they don't see that again today. A lot at stake. Good crowd over here. You've been around a lot of games. Are these some of the best crowds for high school soccer you see?
Yes. The crowd here at Laurel, is definitely one of the more spirited ones in Orange County. With the size of the field, you would think that it'd be tough to hear some of the fans, but it's never tough to hear anyone here. Being able to go around the county, you hear a lot of crowds, but this is obviously one. Very passionate. They love their Griffins, and they make their presence felt every time you come here.
There's talk of building a new soccer field over in the high school inside the track. Think that would give up a home field advantage a lot? Or?
A little bit. I think one of the things that's tough about playing here is dealing with not only the crowd noise, the field conditions and everything, and I think that's something that the Griffins like. They always like to come here. Teams that are used to playing maybe on turf are kind of slowed down a bit when they come here. And it's something that, LaSalle has always played with a lot of passion. They've always played well here at home. So it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing,
This is one of the widest fields around the county. It's 74 yards. So.
Yeah. This one is wide, and that's what makes it such an advantage because even though it is wide, you can hear people from all the way across. It
There's
definitely
Minor.
gives an advantage.
Pocapala knocked it down. Dominic Banks and Cortez have been having quite a battle over there. When you're watching that, Taylor, she's obviously marking her the entire game. It's like, does that wear you down?
Oh, yeah, of course. And especially when you think that you've got her beat or you got her red, there's always that one play that can change the game. So you always got to be focused. But it's fun. It's fun having one girl for the entire game knowing that you're mine and there's no way you're getting by me.
What do you think Edison's game plan was coming in?
Edison is a team that's built on speed. They have a lot of it. Obviously, with Angelisa Cortez, going to UC Santa Barbara, one of the county's better playmakers. She's a girl that they run a lot of stuff through, and she creates a lot for them. So their plan is to get her involved. But as I was saying, with Dominique Banks doing such an excellent job on her today, she's pretty much, so far, neutralized her. Now, Cortez, being as though she has a lot of speed and she's able to change directions on her dribble very, very effectively, she can strike at any moment, so Banks is going to have to continue to play her well. But Dominique Banks is one of the more solid defenders in the county. Very physical, able to get into Cortez before she has an ability to kind of turn, survey the field, and get anything going for Edison.
Pocapala kicks it up ahead. Taylor runs it down. Taylor gets an angle. There's a shot. It's a cross over to Allie Emmons. Emmons sends it. McNeely, nice save there. Bueno, who's been working really hard on getting her heading skills down. She's a lot better at it than she was in previous years.
It's a huge advantage in women's soccer. See, a lot of girls can't do it. Those who do are valued very highly on the field.
Pocapala. Defense have had some shaky moments back there, not being able to clear the ball. Minor shields off Pocapala. Cortez, excuse me.
And out.
Kelly Peterson knocks it out.
I was going to say real quick, you see how Cortez's mindset is to create there. She had a chance maybe to get around the defender, but she was looking to pass that ball away.
Do you know how many goals she scored this year? I didn't see the stats on that.
She's got at least 8 or 9 or so. More assists this year as well. Edison is actually playing with Mackenzie Serta, who's out with an injury today.
Yeah, when did she hurt herself?
You know, it actually happened a couple of games ago. They've been kind of trying to mask and do some different things because she's a good playmaker for them as well.
She caused some problems in their first game.
She is only a sophomore, so she'll be a part of this battle for years to come.
Ooh.
Almost had a disaster there in front. Over to Emmons. Emmons kicks up ahead to Taylor. Taylor pushed off the ball by Krennick. Somehow Callie gets those legs around, gets possession. Sierra Krennick does not get the foul, much to the dismay of the LaSalle fans.
Krennick's an all-league defender, and she showed you there. I mean, very physical battle with her and Callie Taylor.
I think she had the big assist in the first game, right?
Yeah, she had
that was almost a Griffin goal. They had action in front of the net, 2 and 3 opportunities, and boom, that Krennick clears it down the field.
She sent a perfect clear ball down the sideline, and it came down to Kirsten Bueno and Audrey Miner. Miner was able to get to the ball just before Bueno could clear it, and she very instinctively wrapped her leg around Bueno and was able to get a shot just past the goalie and into the far corner of the net.
That was a great play by Miner. We don't want any more of those today here at the LaSalle side.
No, thank you.
Rhea Young, Phoebe Conrad. Conrad over to Emmons keeping pressure. LaSalle's coming out with a lot more pressure. They got Emmons up front. Attacking.
Handball.
Bad bounce there against Kelsey Wetstein. How long have you been covering soccer now for the Register, Jason?
This is the 5th season now. 2007, 2008 was the first year I started on the girls' soccer beat, Orange County Register.
2007-8?
Yeah.
So you just missed Taylor by a year.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice pass there by Taylor. Not going to give you that handball, though. Griffin's keeping the pressure on. Peterson pushes ahead to Ray Young.
Come on, Rhea.
Another save by McNeely. She's been nails today for Edison. LaSalle keeps the pressure on. This is like the first half. A lot of pressure from LaSalle early on.
I love watching Rhea's composure on the ball. I think it's very, kind of brings you down a notch. She doesn't freak out in front of the goal. A lot of girls do.
This is her second full year on the varsity. She came up at the very end of the season, played varsity in her freshman year. LaSalle trying to figure out a play over there. I'll fake it this way, you fake it that. Edison building a wall. 5-person wall with a sub wall, right?
Yeah.
Pocapala. Over the net, but it didn't go into the neighbor's yard.
She definitely got all of that one.
Yeah.
Pocapala signed. She's going to be playing at the University of Tulsa next year. Four players from this team for LaSalle signed to play, and they have 2 others who aren't playing club or aren't playing high school ball this year. Natalie Donaldson and Taylor Varga. But 6 players going to Division I soccer. Phoebe Conrad knocked over there by Carly Freeman. Bono back to Woodworth. Took one of those Laurel bounces, which scare you.
This field, again, is one of the advantages that Los Al has is that it definitely provides some interesting bounces. And if there's any sort of weather issues, obviously on a day like today it's perfect, but when it rains and this field gets moist, you never know where that ball's going to go.
Yeah, when it's moist, it can skid on you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Or
yes.
you can skid.
You can skid, yes.
That happened in the boys' game yesterday. Los Al 2 or 3 times had great opportunities. The guys cut back and their feet went out on them. Phoebe Conrad up ahead. Can Taylor get there in time? It's a horse race.
Ooh.
And Taylor hits the ground again.
What was that they called her on the bubble wrap?
Bubble wrap.
She is certainly a player that does not shy away from contact or the ground.
Did you ever see her play volleyball?
You know
I
what?
know Damien covered it for the Register, but
You know what? I actually was watching her on television during the CIF playoffs there, and you know, she has a lot of the same attributes you see here on the soccer field. Obviously, volleyball is a little bit different, but her size and her leaping ability is stuff that she uses here on the soccer field as well.
I was telling Taylor that because she goes after every ball, she'll go into the bench, she'll go into the bleachers, she falls to the ground. She got injured so many times, Dave Huber started calling her bubble wrap, and that was
Yeah, she's definitely been a great player here for Los Al.
good play there by Meacham. Forwards it to Taylor. Taylor ahead to Emmons. Can Emmons run it down? Tries to send it across. Picked up.
Got to have people following that ball in.
So Steve Soler has made a conscious decision to try and get Allie Emmons forward as much as possible in this half. Bono. This is problematic. This is going to be big time trouble for the Los Al.
Oh.
Bono knocks it away, knocks it out of bounds. Little indecision. Looked like Bono was looking to head it back. Did a little late. That, to me, looked like kind of what happened in that first game, too, against Edison. Looked like Bono didn't quite know what to do with the ball, whether to pass it back.
Yeah, there was a moment of uncertainty, and that's all that Minor needed on that particular play. She did a good job on that particular play to get back now and sort of clear the
It
ball
was great
away.
hustle there.
Look at Pete early. Fine, good. Pete, you should be breaking up a little faster, please. Come on.
Los Al looking to get quick restarts. Quick restarts. I can't talk. I've totally become a loser. Kapala sends it ahead. Emmons is now playing a point position up front. Corey Meacham coming out. I think that Edison game when they played the first time, that was her first game back because she was injured all the entire preseason. A lot of experience back there in the 4 years starting on varsity.
I was talking to Coach Soler before the game and, you know, telling him about the experience factor being in his favor. He has players that have played in big games like this, and, you know, in high school soccer, experiences, I think, is very, very important when you have girls that know what to do, know what to expect, and won't get too high or too down with each play.
Young, nice pass to Taylor. Works to get control, but can't. She slipped on one of the spots there we talked about. Emmons back to Peterson. Peterson, the sophomore defender. In the AYSO, she was a forward. Rhea Young, just past her. Edison up the field quickly, but Emmons is back this time. Bono. To Cortez. Banks knocks it away again. Cortez keeps it alive. Bono kicks it out of bounds.
You can see right there, Banks just continuing to battle Cortez, being physical with her, not letting her get a lot of space. She's such a skilled player, in the open field that if you give her a chance, she's going to more times than not be able to get open, either get her shot off or make a play for a teammate.
Throw in. There's Brooke Lillywhite controlling it. Going to get a corner kick out of it somehow. So Taylor, on this play, what's Los Al got to be looking for right here?
They got to be aggressive. I think a lot of times, a lot of defenders are like, I'm just going to make sure she doesn't get the ball. You have to get the ball. That's how they don't get it. Good body positioning, understanding that this is a great opportunity for them to score.
Kick is short. Freeman. Last time she almost headed it in near post with a great little play. This time they go to her again. Noticing a pattern here.
Yeah, does she have goals this season? 22?
Freeman coming out of the back.
You know what?
Plays. Does she have them?
She is a player that they look to during set pieces to provide some offense, and you can tell even in the first half, the one that she had off the post there was such a good play, and almost one that put Edison ahead in this match.
She committed to a college?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Well, she's a junior, so she wouldn't have yet. Good-looking player, though.
Edison, they're a fairly young team.
Serta, the player they lost, is only a sophomore, so you know they're going to be tough for the next couple of years.
She definitely would make a difference out here today for them. Still a lot of talent even without her.
And Minor's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, yeah.
Over to Emmons. Emmons, another sophomore on the field here. Up to Callie Taylor. Can Taylor cuts inside Krennic? There's a shot. It's going to be wide, though. Taylor knew she got that one a little too fat. How's the Los Al shape looked on defense, Taylor?
You know, their organization isn't really there. They seem to be a little bit hectic in the back, but they've got some strong players. They're all strong individually, and I think that's what's holding them together at this point. They can organize and not get too crisscrossed.
Ahead, Bono. Bono, Chelsea Wetstein. How do you pronounce that, Jason? Yeah.
Wetstein.
Wetstein.
Yeah.
I had every possibility that that's the one I didn't say. Okay.
She had a big game for Edison their last time out. She scored a goal and had 2 assists. Sort of.
The game against Marina when they came back to win in the second half.
Taking up some of the slack for Mackenzie Serta not being available.
So a tie. Both teams actually, we still go overtime. A tie, both teams would actually have the league championship, but Edison would get the #1 seed.
Right. With Edison's win in the first match, they would get the #1 overall league seed if the two teams tie. So obviously Los Al definitely wants a victory here today.
Double foul there going against Allie Emmons and #8 for Edison. #8, that is Courtney Maddox. Having a difference of opinion there on the field. Allie may have just wanted a breather. Yeah. Steve's not going to give it to her most of the time. It's how you get out, get some water.
Yeah, you step on the field here for Los Alaminos, you're expected to run.
Talking Los Al, Edison always had a good rivalry. It's not quite the same as Esperanza, but it's been a good, for soccer, both these teams have been good for a long time.
Yeah, this one, the Sunset League with their rivalry with Los Al Esperanza, was definitely one of the better ones in the county. This one is slowly starting to move up there in the ranks as well.
I saw some of your rankings, and now how did Santa Margarita end up ahead there? I couldn't quite figure that one.
Santa Margarita is a team that I think a lot of people could be underestimating just a bit. They are young. They're obviously different than they were in the last few years when they had Lauren Boboy. They
now
started
Notre
out
Dame, a really good player.
Yeah. They started out this season up and down, but they've been getting it together in the Trinity League. Trinity League is a little bit down this year, but still solid. And they pretty much they lost the first game of that league to Mater Dei, and then they won 7 matches in a row to close out that league title. So they're definitely a team on the up.
Rhea ahead to Taylor, but Krennic clears it away. So I saw you have Aliso #1 now. They finished ahead of San Clemente in the league, or what?
Actually, last night, Aliso and San Clemente played for the league title, and San Clemente actually handed them their first loss of the season. One of the better matches I've had the chance to see this year, back and forth. Obviously, those are two big rivals and two of the top teams, not only in the county but in Division I.
Edison on the attack. There's Minor, guarded by Bono. Minor with the turn, gets ahead of Bono. Pokepala's going to run her down, though. Don't give her the room for the shot. That's a rocket from there still. She couldn't get all her leg behind it.
Pokeball would be key for this defense, being a senior. She's very strong. She's going to hold them together.
And that, like I said earlier, she's a member of the track team, so she's got great speed on the 4x100 relay team. Taylor cuts inside.
I think on that last run, too, you saw this field catch up to Minor as well. She had a step, but she wasn't able to accelerate like she might have on turf.
That end where they're at right now, the field goes slightly downhill. That end is always a little wetter than this end.
Oh, yeah.
But the trade-off is that sun field over there is not good, which I think you could tell almost had a goal for Edison when Woodworth couldn't see a ball in the sun there.
Just when you walk in here and you walk on that side of the field, even if you look up, just walking in on that side over there, you can see how bright that sun is.
Cortez against Banks here. Gets around her. Bono coming over to help out. Nice slide tackle. Clears it. Person Bono. Good play.
And that's how you want to see that work. You know, she gets beat on the outside, but that happens. That happens in soccer, but you have the next man there just, ready to step up and take on that responsibility.
Getting close to the halfway point here in the second half. Los Alamitos 1, Edison 1, Sunset League Girls Soccer League Championship at stake. Griffins haven't won since what, 08, 09? Is that the last time?
That was the last time.
They went to CIF semifinals that year?
That was the last year. They actually made it to, was that the CIF finals actually?
They lost to San Clemente in the finals, yeah.
And then lost to them in the regionals that year as well. I was talking to...
And then they lost the next year to him as well.
Yeah. I was talking to Coach Solar there, and you can tell that this one definitely means a lot. He wants to get back on top in this league, somewhere that Los Al's been quite often.
They had a run of about 4 or 5 championships in a row. Taylor, you were part of a couple of those.
Yes, I was.
I think 3 of them, weren't you?
Glory days.
2 or 3.
Sunset League. Definitely.
It's a
Conrad back to Taylor or Peterson.
Very proud soccer tradition here at Los Al.
I was counting up once because I was getting ready to do a report from that 05 to 08 year. There's like 17 people who got Division I scholarships.
It was really a blessing being able to play with those girls, all very talented, all very, very nice, good people.
Haley Bolt, Aaron Bay,
Sophia
Bo Medina.
Yeah.
Sophia. Her real name. Who uses that? Katie Suits is part of that. Whose mom was up here bugging us earlier? Paula. Yeah. Katie finished up her senior year at UC Berkeley this year. I think they sent 4 players last year into it. Chanel Simeon, who started at University of Oregon.
Yeah.
Adriana Janovic, who was playing at Fullerton, getting a lot of playing time.
Yeah.
Ali Amador went over to Baylor. Lamar in Texas. Ray Young, not quite sure. I think the ball didn't go as far as she originally thought it was going to go.
I think you're going to see in these last about 20 minutes or so, teams are going to start getting even more after they kind of realize that, time is sort of ticking away. If you're Los Al, you definitely are looking for that goal to get this victory. If you're Edison, you want to win. You don't want to go into CIF with a tie. You want to get a victory, and getting a victory on the road against your biggest league rival is obviously important to them.
And this is senior day at Los Alamitos, so they don't want to go into the ceremonies after the game on a bummer.
Definitely not.
Naisla Munoz checks into the game. Naysla. Banks beats Cortez to the ball, kicks it ahead for Carla Eastwood. Another Los Al sophomores. Cleared out of bounds by Deirdre Oliver. Had a good game against Los Al the first time around. The whole Edison back line looked pretty good first.
Yeah,
they were playing to counterattack. They had to put up a lot of Los Al attacks.
They did, and that, their back line is definitely one of the better ones I think in Orange County. Always
Here
solid.
comes Banks, takes a shot from afar.
Nice try, Dom.
They've done really well. All the balls across the front of the net, always well defended. No one's left open. LaSalle's really going to have to work offensively to make this happen.
And they're all physically strong.
Yes, yes.
I mean, Krennic and Grody have been riding people off the ball. Minor, speaking of strength. Doesn't get all of it. Pocapala, but goes up in the air. Edison player, I can't see the number, complaining that Eastwood stepped in. Is that Lily White?
Soccer players never complain about anything on the field.
Not as much as their parents.
Yeah.
Pocapala. Goldsmith. Over to Eastwood. Steve Soler wants him to switch it. Doesn't happen. Rhea Young.
Trying to get Los Al into space with Callie Taylor on the opposite side. They weren't able to get it over to her.
Nice play there by Eastwood. Lily White doesn't understand the call. Carrie Crooks seems rather accepting of it. Wind coming up. Were you ever hearing the wind when it was really bad, Taylor?
Mm-mm.
It's not that big of a thing here. All our notes are going. Had to put down everything. Liz Grody, the senior defender, checking out with a limp. Let's see if she comes back. Looks like maybe a cramp. Can't quite tell.
She's been real solid for them today.
Been very solid for him. Kapala. Karam's off of Eastwood.
Come on, Dom.
She got surprised by that as the header came back to her really quickly. Well, at least it's not as hot as it was earlier.
No, it's perfect out here right now. It was rather warm when the game started. I think you said 79 degrees at kickoff time. Don't see the players breathing as heavily as they were earlier.
All right, Eastwood checking off, as does Munoz and Hannah Goldsmith. Phoebe Conrad comes back in, Rachel Price, and Lindsay Salcido. Salcido will be playing next year for the University of Nevada, Reno. She's been a 4-year starter. She and Taylor and Corey Meacham were all starters on that team that went to the CIF finals against San Clemente. Allie Emmons. Emmons has had trouble connecting on her first touch today, which is unusual. Tough day for her parents today. They got this game here, and then they got to go to their son Jack. They're playing Edison tonight in basketball, although they clinched the Sunset League title the other night. Pocapala keeps it alive, but it rolls out of bounds right in front of us.
Like you were mentioning a second ago about the experience of that, being on that CIF team, this is the sort of game where you see that start to take over, and in these last few minutes, look for those players to sort of try to step up and make a difference here today.
Minor. Phoebe Conrad fighting against Carly Wester. Going to be a goal kick for Los Alamitos. Minor runs a little awkwardly, but she's got more speed than you think.
Yeah, when you stand up close to her, you can tell with she has longer legs, and you would think maybe she might be a little slow with actual foot speed, but she moves pretty well. And Los Al's found out the hard way that when she gets a shot off, there's a good chance that it could go in. So
Conrad can't control it. Phoebe's played some great soccer for Los Al this year. Soler, Steve can put her anywhere and does. Last year she started as the left back.
he's got a versatile team this year. A lot of pieces that can kind of interchange.
Los Alamitos defenders are talking amongst themselves, which is not a good sign.
It looks like they had a miscommunication there with the keeper wanting her to come out, grab the ball. Didn't happen.
Throw in for Los Al. With the ball ahead there, this could be trouble.
Oh my.
Collision right there. Callie Taylor looking upfield. And Rachel Price outrun Oliver. Oh. I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked out very well.
If it wasn't, it definitely worked out in a good fashion. Minor seems to be limping just a little bit as she goes back.
Looks like she's going to come out now. It's about when she came out in the first game, too. First half. We're inside the last 10 minutes. Should be now. LaSalle having problems clearing it up the field.
You got it, Doms!
Dom, relax. Got it, just easy. Let's go.
I think Steve Soler noticing the same thing. Relax.
It's an important time here. Edison seems to be, working the ball closer into a position for them to score.
You always hated it when Steve told you to relax, though, right, Taylor?
Yeah.
Your instincts were always do the exact opposite, huh?
Relax with the league championship on the line.
Yes.
Maybe it's because we have the headsets on, but the crowd seems kind of quiet.
Definitely. This crowd seems a little subdued at the moment. I think if the Griffins can go ahead and get a nice run to the goal, that might waken them up a little bit.
Were you here a couple of years ago? It was that 2009 year when they played Alicia Nagel.
The semifinals that year.
That's the craziest high school game.
One of the better high school games that I've covered in 5 years here. Just the sheer amount of people that were here. Both sidelines were absolutely packed with people.
Overtime and PK.
Yeah.
14th kick, I think it was.
Yeah.
A great kick. Is that Lily White with the kick?
That's Kelsey Wetstein.
Oh, Wetstein.
Yeah.
Gonna have to learn how to pronounce the name right. Okay. That was good. That was just a good shot.
Yeah. It's one of those ones that kind of keeps you silent because you can't. Nothing you can do about it.
That's got to be killing you as a former Griffin, I know, right now.
Yeah.
All right. When Los Al scored first in the first half, Edison didn't take long to respond. Let's see if Los Al can do it now.
That was
Callie Taylor. Working her way around. Can she get a kick? No, it's going to die. They do get the corner kick.
There's got to be a lot going on for Callie right now. Being one of the main scorers on the team, being a captain, being a forward, and your team's behind now. So what are you going to do to make this, a better situation for Los Al?
This is one of those moments when the seniors have to step up. I remember years ago, John Barnes was telling me, no matter who the players are, you win and die with your seniors. When you're moments like this, they have to step up.
And she's a player they definitely look to.
Hard to tell through all the fans here.
Come on, Losel!
Trying to see who's doing the kick. They're hidden behind all the crowd right there. Nice
Gorgeous
cross.
ball.
Oh. Got a chance here to take a look at the replay of the goal. There's the free kick. Being set up. From about 40 yards out, probably.
Yeah.
About 40.
There, and it looks like the ball just keeps rising on Emily Woodworth there.
That's one of those ones that we talked about, the same one with Miner's goal in the first half. If you're a goalie, there's really not much you can do about that. She just hit an excellent ball that just got up in a jet stream and floated right over the top of her
I
head.
think she didn't think it was going to be that high.
Right.
Just kind of kept staying up there a little longer.
And the breeze has picked up here at Laurel, so that might have played a factor in the ball staying up in the air longer as well.
Lindsay Salcido kicked up by Goldsmith. Goldsmith trying to get to the ball.
Come on, Hannah.
Allie Emmons comes out ahead. Emmons gives it up. Cortez trying to run up the field, get to the ball quickly. She beats Pocapala to the ball, kicked it off her. It's going to be Edison's throw-in.
You can tell the Edison sideline is getting real excited here. Only a few minutes left. Los Al's going to have to pick it up.
A little more urgency now on the Los Al sideline. The JV players have come over here, so their game's over, so you know we are in late territory right now.
Lindsay, get everything forward now.
Yeah, Dom.
Lindsay Salcido pokes it ahead. Can Price get to it? She does, but Oliver gets there.
You got it, Hannah, you got it. Come on, Hannah. Yeah, Hannah.
Goldsmith and Miner fighting for the ball.
Phoebe, come here. Ref sub, please. Ref sub. Hannah. Hey, do me a favor. Hey, tell Nikki to go ahead. Tell Dom to go what? Center mid, not center mid, center back. You on the outside, push Nikki, start going forward. Nikki, start going up top.
This is a time when you have a good back line that it kind of stands out, and we'll see if Los Al can find a way to get one past that tough back line, which has played well today for Edison.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear it, but Steve Soler is going to go to a three-back defense, trying to put a lot more pressure up on top. Can move Dominic Banks into the center back position. Trying to get the speed of Nikki Pocapala farther upfield. Edison's going to take their time. Even the Edison parents are going to take their time running down the ball over there. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Players and parents.
Pete, you sweep. Got it, Randy got on the outside.
This was always one of those times where I really got fired up. When you were down and the game was delayed, the other team wasn't going to be happy at the next when the ball was in play. That's all I'm going to say.
The other day against Fountain Valley, Los Al kind of stalled the ball down the corner for about 3.5 minutes at one point.
Nothing more frustrating than that.
All right, Don Banks got a yellow card there, so she has to come out of the game momentarily until the next ball goes out of bounds, the next whistle.
Get a ball.
Doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency here.
Randy, really. Let's just take it. Don't worry about it. Take it. Actually, I'll take it. Probably. Come here.
You got it, Dom.
Carla Eastwood comes out. Don Banks is going to go up front. Megan Randig, a sophomore, with a kick. Goes out of bounds.
Hey, get on the last place. Get on the last place. Nikki, anything, get in the middle, just hit it. Got it? Now double.
Miner fighting Allie Emmons. Miner just pushes her.
Tore the
Looks like the
jersey
belly
off her
series
back.
in football.
Who are you flicking to?
If you're Edison right now, the key thing is to prevent Los Al from going forward. You want to attack as well, but the big thing is if they can't score if they're not moving toward the goal. So
Edison just kicked it over to that corner again. Referee stopped the clock. Well, that's Los Al's fault, though. They're not passing to people. Just kicking the ball up the field is not going to help them. Got to find feet.
That's what Steve's trying to do, though, putting Dominique up forward, trying just to get the ball forward to make something happen.
So one thing I think that's been an issue with Los Al all season long is that they go through spurts where they attack very solidly and they put a lot of pressure, but then they also go through spurts where they struggle to connect. They can't find people in space, and that's something I know Steve is going to work with them hard, regardless of what happens today as they get ready for CIF next week.
Don Banks trying to get the ball under control. Handball?
Yeah. Bounced up awkwardly.
Oh, against Nikki Pocopala.
Yeah. I know it's late in the game, but you'd like to see a little bit more fire out of these girls. Now you're tired, but you got to push through it.
Right now, the energy level on the Los Al sideline seems to be a little bit down.
The goal deflated, but even earlier in the game, it's like there wasn't recognition. The ball's loose. Are you taking it? Oh, now I got to go after it.
Mm-hmm.
Just little stuff like that gets you in better position for the next play, too.
There it is. Oh.
Ball's kicked out of bounds, a long way out of bounds by Edison.
On that side of the field.
Referee says, now, young lady, not to that. Los Al hadn't been able to get it out of their half of the field.
Oh.
Well,
just giving it back to the other team. You can make a pass in the backfield and work it around. Switch it.
Ref is getting ready to blow his whistle.
And he did. And there you go. We'll have one excited team over here today.
Nice try, Loso!
I think they just got tired, but I think you're right. That goal just kind of took the air out of them.
Right out of Los Al.
It was a great shot. You have to give credit to Edison.
And now, hopefully, Los Al can just go ahead, shake this one off. I know it's tough, but quick turnaround next week with the CIF beginning.
And Los Al should still probably get a home berth out of it.
Yeah.
So, and it's always interesting. You can have the better position, still have to face one of the best teams in the
Right.
semifinals. You never know.
This
So,
particular year, I think seeding is important, but it might not be this year. The teams throughout the county are very evenly packed, and I think the CIF playoffs this year are going to be absolutely outstanding.
yes, it's who brings their game that day. Everybody's. Taylor and I were just talking. We said we haven't seen a team that Los Al can't beat.
No. You could say that starting with Aliso, CDM, San Clemente, all the teams that are ranked high. They're all very solid, but all of them have areas that they're weak in. And
Yeah.
I think any team on any particular day can exploit those weaknesses. That's why I think this year, for the first time, I think in a long time, you're going to see a really good CIF playoff this year. A lot of competitive matchups.
Taylor, what's your final thoughts?
You know, it's seeing Los Al get deflated. You hope that they take from this game and they capitalize on that for, in the playoffs, that they learn that you can't get down on yourself like that, and you gotta believe in your team, you gotta believe in your teammates. And I think Edison's defense really won it for them this game. I wouldn't say it was necessarily their offensive effort. Their goals came, from set pieces, which are well executed. Their opportunities for the taking, but their defense kept Los Al out of the game. And in the end of the day, that's what did it.
And their goalie, Natalie McNeely, made a number of great saves. Los Al had
She was excellent today.
the opportunities. I think it's like we said at one point, this is where the seniors are going to have to step up. Because, we just look at the faces here on some of the sophomores. Yeah, of course, everybody's going to be down this game. And I remember, when you guys played, and the year before that, the year they won the championship, it's like it just got to a point where the seniors said, we're not going to lose.
Right.
And they kind of willed the rest of the team to do it with them. So we're going to see if they can do it.
Right.
But now before we do that, though, we're going to see Senior Day action. So, Jason, I want to thank you
Appreciate it, Larry.
helping us out here with the second half. Jason Eichelberg with the Orange County Register.
Appreciate it.
Jason,
It's
it was
good
nice
to come
to meet
here
you.
and anytime.
All righty, and when we come back, we will have Senior Day, and we'll actually see how happy the seniors in Los Alamitos are for the Senior Day action. I want to thank some of the people who've made the broadcast possible. First, again, CI Solutions, Mark Cole over there, providing card technology solutions since 1994. Identity cards, photo identifications, whatever the issue, CI Solutions can help you. And Kim Archer, First Team Real Estate. Got some home selling questions? Call Kim Archer. And if you want to do your taxes, help out one of the youth organizations around here, call Dan Turan. Talk to him. He'll donate 25% of his tax prep fees to your program. So if you have a group that wants to get involved, do that. All right. We'll be back with Senior Day action after this. Talk to you later.
Quit playing around and clean out the garage.
Quit playing around, huh? I'll show her. Let's go, Joe.
Clean out your garage and sell Play It Again Sports, your gently used sports and fitness gear.
Setting up your home with interior lighting can really be a major task. That's where McNally Electric's new website can help. Its practical and simple layout, along with its amazing search engine, allows you to sort by lighting type, style, dimension, and other factors that could help you with your decisions. Of course, McNally Electric's lighting consultants are always ready to assist you at any time. Visit our showroom in Los Alamitos, where we have a selection of over 200 vendors. We have what you're looking for. McNally Electric, affordable, quality lighting.
Lissac Insurance Services has been serving your area for over 20 years. Our friendly staff will work with you to come up with a policy that works best for you. We work with Mercury, Safeco, Progressive, Fireman's Fund, and the Hartford. We offer coverage for auto and home insurance for homeowners, condos, and renters. We also offer commercial and business insurance, including commercial property, general liability, and more. Call Worthington Lissac Insurance Services at 562-795-5744.
We're live. Okay, so first off, obviously, we didn't end the season like we would have liked, but you know what? Like I told the girls already, you know what? Season starts next Friday. So it's fair game now, so we just got 5 games left. 5 games left to prove that we're actually one of the best teams out here, if not the best team, okay? Forget about this game. It's over, it's done with, we move on. We just get ready for Friday, okay? A special thanks to my seniors. I want to be very, very honest with you guys. This has been the most pleasant, joyful time of coaching. Okay, and I give a lot of credit to my leaders, my seniors, my captains, Callie, Dominique, Nikki, Corey, Lindsay, CJ, and Emily, because you guys have made my coaching experience pleasant. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what I would have done last year, seriously. Okay, but you guys have brought this group of kids together. You guys have created this chemistry that Los Al soccer has missed in a couple of years. Okay, now it's back. I love it. Okay, I love it. I'm definitely going to miss my seniors. Okay, my seniors are very special. They're going to have a huge, huge spot in my heart because I've known a lot of you guys since some of you guys were 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm definitely never going to forget any of you guys. So, girls, I'm going to start introducing, got it, the seniors for the class of 2012. Captain Callie Taylor. Captain Dominique Banks. One of my seniors who stepped up in the back, who's done an amazing job, Nikki Pokipala. Another senior who I've known since she was, I think, what, 8, 6, 5, I don't even know. Corey Meacham, get over here. Good job. Get over, huh? Another senior who I've known for a while now, 10, 9, something like that. Lindsay Salcido, get over here. Captain. Good job. Not over. Got it. Defender, senior, CJ. Jahoy. Last but not least, who's come up amazing this season, okay? I can't say more enough about this young lady, keeper, Emily Woodworth. Good job. It's not over. Girls, do me a favor. Don't ever forget these girls and what they've done for you. But is it done yet? No. How many games we got left? 5. Hey, do it for these group of girls because they have done something special, okay? For not only you guys, but for the program, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, it has been an amazing time for me to coach. You guys have actually brought back the joy in coaching Los Al soccer again, and I can't say more enough, okay? I am extremely proud of my kids, and it's not over. It's not over. You guys understand? Got to keep working, all right? Ladies, class of 2012, these are my seniors.
All right, Steve. As a moment for you.
Yes.
The game. I know you want to put it past you. I was just reminding you earlier that Los Al volleyball finished the season on a loss. Yes. Went on to win 5 straight.
That's all it takes. It's going to take a little bit of momentum. I thought we were the past 2 games we played Edison, we played fantastic. We just came a little short. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about momentum. Putting everything behind you and just kind of focusing on what's next, you know. And I'd hate to find out that team that has to play us in the playoffs. Honestly, so I'm definitely excited about what's to come. We got another week of training, and we go from there. You know, we move forward.
Talking to Jason Hackelberg, who is helping us with the broadcast, and he's saying this is about as even as CIF bracketing. Any team can beat any team this year. Any team can
win. You know, we played Sacramento already this year. We've played Santa Margarita. You know, we played teams that are there, and it's just going to take a little bit of, you know, I'm going to start using the word killer instinct. You know, whatever it takes to put the ball in the back of the net. And if it takes 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, you know what? At the end of the day, a win's a win. So that's what we're looking for. Got to give props. Those are pretty good shots today. That minor, that was a 40-yard rope and that free kick. No, don't get me wrong. 2 opportunities, 2 opportunities to capitalize on. Again, it seems like they were both about 40 yards out, and you know it's very rare that you see girls soccer actually have 2 goals in one game. So you know you got to give the 2 young ladies. You put anything on frame, there's a possibility of scoring. So. All right. Well, thanks for a good season for you guys, but it's not over yet, and good luck in the playoffs. Thanks. All right. What we're going to do right now is take a look around you. Let's get some of the shots here of the seniors and the humiliation and punishment that they have to go through. We'll watch that for a minute or two. I might get an interview with 1 or 2 of them after this. All right, CJ.
Look good?
Fans, it's a very becoming look on you.
Hi. Hey.
Well, CJ Jahoyes, what are you thinking right now? It's like last day here, last regular game on the Los Al field.
Yeah, it's bittersweet. You know, it's not over. We still have 5 more games, and you know, like always, a CIF championship is better than this. You know, always.
All right, and I think you should wear that on the field next time you play too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, would you like to try it?
Let's get over here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hi, Corey. How you doing?
I'm good.
Here with Corey Meacham, who's got the $signs glasses, got the traditional senior day plunger.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind right now? Your last game.
Nothing.
Last regular season game because you got a lot ahead of you here.
I'm upset with the outcome, but title. I can't even see.
Well, you know what it's like going to the CIF.
That's what I'm Hoping for and aiming for.
All right, you got to take a photo here with your mom. All right, so we get over here with Lindsay. Excuse me, Alyssa. All right, Lindsay. Watch out, Dre. They have the sun right here.
CIF and then go to college.
As a senior, what do you think your role has got to be now in this?
Just to be a leader out there, show everyone that we can make it through the stop making me laugh. Through like everything that's been hard for us, like this game, but I think we can fight through it.
So we're gonna let all you seniors get together. It looks like Phoebe's still not done. Not done decorating. All right, well, that's going to conclude our coverage of the Los Alamitos Edison game and Senior Day festivities. I want to thank you all for joining us. On behalf of Taylor Cole, our director Kirk Stevens, and Andy Parfaccini, Paul Bauer, Tom Adams, Scott Arnold, I want to thank everybody, and we will see you on our next Los Al TV Game of the Week.